There is a fire within you, not made of flame, nor fed by wood, but born of spirit and tempered by time. It is the fire of resolve, the light of endurance, the heat of becoming. And though the world may press cold against your skin, though the winds of fate may try to smother it, still it burns. You are not made to flicker. You are made to blaze, not for a moment, but for a lifetime, for a purpose far beyond comfort, for a truth deeper than pleasure, for a mission that transcends the distractions of the day. This fire is not loud. It does not scream. It does not seek attention, but in the quiet hours, in the darkest valleys, it glows steady, like a lighthouse on a distant shore, guiding you back to yourself. Plato spoke of the soul's journey as one of remembering, of recalling that which is eternal and noble and true, and every hardship is a call to remember, to return to the source, to awaken the fire that never left you, only dimmed beneath the ashes of doubt and fear. Do not run from adversity. It is not the enemy. It is the forge. It is the teacher. It is the necessary shadow through which your inner flame learns to shine brighter, to become more resilient, to become real. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our circumstances, but we can choose how we respond, and that choice is everything. It is the difference between bitterness and strength, between despair and meaning, between extinguishing the fire and feeding it. The fire does not demand ease. It thrives on trial. It is not weakened by pain. It is refined by it. For pain reveals what is weak, and in that revelation invites you to build what is strong. And in those moments when you feel lost, when the night seems endless and cold, when all that surrounds you is silence and pressure and weight, know this: your fire has not gone out. It is waiting. It is breathing. It is listening for your will to awaken. You do not need motivation. You need remembrance. You do not need escape. You need endurance. You do not need to be more. You need to be true, to return to the fire that is already within you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." And this is the philosophy of the fire, that every obstacle is fuel, every wound is wisdom, every delay is a deeper invitation to become what cannot be broken. This is not fantasy. This is not comfort. This is not illusion. This is the real path, the ancient path, the noble path, the path of becoming, not what the world expects, but what the soul remembers. You are not here to pass time. You are here to pass through transformation. You are not here to impress. You are here to embody truth. You are not here to survive. You are here to awaken and rise again and again and again. Heraclitus said, "The soul is a fire." And so yours must be fed not with distraction, but with devotion, not with approval, but with alignment, not with fear, but with fierce inner clarity. Feed your fire with silence, with reflection, with action, with courage, with purpose. Feed it with gratitude for the challenge, with humility in your strength, with reverence for the mystery that shaped you from the stars. And when others see only smoke, you will see light. When others retreat into the dark, you will become the dawn. When others collapse, you will remain standing, not because you are unshaken, but because you have chosen to stand again. There will be days when your flame feels small, but still, it is enough. There will be moments when the storm howls louder than your voice, but still you whisper truth. There will be seasons when all seems cold, but still you carry warmth within. And so you rise, not because life is easy, but because you are stronger than the storm. You rise, not because you are unafraid, but because courage burns brighter than fear. You rise not to prove your worth, but to embody it. This is your fire. This is your gift. This is your responsibility. Carry it with honor, guard it with wisdom, fuel it with virtue, and let it shine, not for the world's praise, but for the soul's purpose. For you are not just walking through life, you are walking through fire and becoming more radiant with every step. There is a strength not made of muscle, nor sharpened like steel, but silent, deep, unwavering. It is the strength of those who stay, when it would be easier to run. The strength of those who listen, when others shout. The strength of those who carry peace like a shield and walk forward, not with noise, but with knowing. In a world addicted to motion, to image, to the rush of reward, there is another kind of power. It lives, not in the hands, but in the heart. It does not push, it anchors. It does not flare, it holds. Socrates said, the greatest victory is over the self. And in this quiet battle, this daily discipline of the soul, there is no audience, no applause, only the unseen triumphs, the invisible milestones, the silent revolutions of character. It takes courage to remain, to not flinch, when discomfort rises, to not flee, when loneliness knocks, to not yield to the easy path, but instead to stay rooted in principle, planted in patience, grounded in purpose. You do not have to be loud to be strong. You do not have to conquer the world to conquer yourself. And this is the wisdom of the ancients, that the highest form of power is not control over others, but harmony within. When the storm rises around you, do not mirror. It become the eye of it, the stillness at the center, the calm that cannot be shaken. For it is not the noise outside that determines your fate. It is the silence inside that shapes your steps. Aristotle taught that virtue lies in balance, not in excess, not in deficiency, but in the golden mean. And so your strength is not in overreaching, nor in withdrawing, but in remaining present, steady, centered. Let others chase shadows. You stand in the light. Let others rage against the world. You become the sanctuary. Let others demand the crown. You wear the unseen diadem of inner discipline. You are not here to escape. You are here to endure. You are not here to prove. You are here to embody. You are not here to be entertained. You are here to be transformed. Every day, you choose to remain faithful to your values is a victory. Every time you return to your breath, when the world tries to pull you apart, is a resurrection. Every moment you stand in stillness, rather than sink into chaos, is a testament to the fire. Within, remember the olive tree. It does not bend to every wind. It does not bloom overnight. It grows deep and strong, weathered by time, rooted in rock, and still it bears fruit. So too must you grow, not by fleeing storms, but by facing them and learning how to stand. The ancient Stoics knew the soul is like a fortress, not built of stone, but of self-mastery. And when you remain, when you do not flee from pain, from doubt, from fear, but instead remain and respond with grace, you fortify that fortress. And in this stillness, in this sacred space of being, not doing, of becoming, not performing, you remember that you are not defined by what you endure, but by how you endure. It do not underestimate the power of the one who stays, who does not run from silence, who does not flinch in solitude, who does not break beneath the weight, but instead stands tall, rooted not in ego, but in essence. This is the quiet revolution, the invisible power, the soul's rebellion against the noise of the world, the refusal to be rushed, the courage to be still, the grace to remain. And in this remaining, in this sacred stance of presence, you become unshakable, not because life does not move around you, but because you have learned how not to be moved within. So breathe deeply, walk slowly, speak mindfully, remain always in alignment with truth. For this is strength, not as the world defines it, but as eternity remembers it. And when your days are long, and your burdens are heavy, and the noise seems louder than your own heartbeat, return to this stillness, return to this strength, return to the silent place, within where your soul waits, where your courage gathers, where your fire continues to glow. You have nothing to prove, only truth to embody. You have no one to impress, only virtue to cultivate. You are not lost. You are being forged. Remain, remain, remain. And in doing so, you will become what no storm can break. If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.